Okay, Lucy Squad, we are now on day 23 from my January's challenge, and today's workout is an upper body toning routine. Now, if you haven't already, I do suggest just hit the pause button and just march on the spot for about a minute or so. And just make sure you kind of swing through with your arms. This will just help increase your core body temperature, so then you'll be ready to go straight into the workout. Okay, so we are doing 3 moves, 3 rounds. The first exercise, we're going to be standing up. I'm just going to show it to you now. So for this one, you want to come into a split stance, extend your arms back. It is important you have your palms facing up. We have done this move before. Now it sounds a lot doing 100, but we're just doing these tiny pulses. Now, while you're doing this, I'm going to let you know halfway through, because what you can do is you can just change your stance, take the opposite leg in front. The benefit of this move is we are working through the back of the upper arms, those areas that they call bingo wings, auntie arms, so we're just really toning through that. And as said, it feels easy to start with, but after we've done a few, that's when the intensity starts to creep up. Key thing is, really make sure you're leaning slightly forward from the hip. We're halfway through, just change legs for me and make sure those palms are facing up and really squeeze those arms up as high as you can. And the quote on this one is, I am in control of my body, and especially you so are if you're here on day 3 and you've stuck with it from day 1. All right, that's good. Let's just feel that working through the back of the upper arms, doing really well. Make sure you keep lifting them up as high as you can, so they're like tiny little pulse movements. These palms always stay facing up, tummy is tight, and we're nearly done. Well done. Now your next exercise, you need to come down onto the mat. I'm going to show you 2 alternatives. You can come into either an extended plank. If you find that position too hard, then you can just stay on your hands and knees. And all we're going to do is just take one hand off the ground. We're just doing 10 reps, so if you don't want to be in the extended plank, just stay in the position that I'm in the left hand corner. Okay, that's good. And then we're just going to come now on to doing a 3/4 press up. Now, if you find this too hard to do the 3/4 one, just do it as a boxed one. I want you to aim to do 12 reps, all right? So you just take that down and push that back up. Keep the tummy tight. The benefit of doing a push up or press up is you are working through the arms, you work through the chest, you're also working through your abdominals. I have really poor upper body strength, so I know I need to improve my technique on here. Okay, that's good. So we're going for those 12 if you can. All right, so that is the first round done. We're going to come back up to standing now to get ready to again do those 100 reps. So we're just really toning through the arms. So let's come into that split stance. Tummy is tight, and now get ready. Just do those tiny little lifts. Now the key with this, you've got to keep those arms nice and high. Don't let them drop all the way back down to the line of your hips. Keep them high, and I'm going to let you know halfway through. And the quote on this one is, love every bit of you. I think nowadays we compare ourselves to so many other people, and we shouldn't. Let's all just start embracing who we are, you know. So what if we've got flaws? Flaws are what kind of make us unique, and it's time that we all kind of got real and accepted that. All right, let's take that to the opposite leg. So you're just going to change your stance, and let's now go for 50. And I'm even thinking of doing a video. You have to let me know what you think on what our favorite flaws are. Like, I know for mine, I will always have little muffin tops, and the older I'm getting, I've got lots of wrinkles around my eyes, but they're good because that means where I've been laughing. I've also lost a little bit of my front tooth. That was on chewing some chocolate, hard chocolate from the fridge. But you know what? They're all my flaws, and I'm learning to embrace them. In fact, there's a lot more than that. All right, so your next one, let's come back down onto the ground into your extended plank. We're going to go for doing 10 of these, and remember with this, if you find that too hard, you can be on your hands and knees, and we're just going to get ready to draw that one hand up. So the aim is you're taking it up to the shoulder and draw that back down. Keep the tummy tight. So we're just doing 10 reps. If you find it too hard in the extended plank, remember, just be on all fours. We just lift that hand up. Now from there, come straight into your press up position. So you can either do a boxed one or do what I'm doing here, 3/4, or you might be able to do a full press up. My aim for you now is to try and do 12. Keep it slow and controlled. And the quote on this one is, be your biggest believer and supporter. That's good. And take that down and back. Well done. And keep those tummy muscles pulled in tight. Feel that working through the arms. You're lifting through the bust. That's good. Keep that nice and controlled, doing well. And remember, each time you do this, you're going to get stronger and fitter. So we are now on the last round. Let's jump straight back up to standing for me. Have those palms extended back, tummy is tight, lean slightly forward. And now let's just keep that going. So just going back to what I was saying, I think we should do a video where everyone kind of like posts up a picture of something that they feel is their flaw, because you know what? Wouldn't that just be amazing that we all just support each other? And I think, you know, so many magazines, so much stuff is airbrushed, or I think the worst thing is, and me being someone older, I look at all these young kids and think, you know, they go down the route of thinking they need to have plastic surgery, changing this, changing that. It's just so sad. It's such a waste. Let's be real. Let's be natural. All right, let's now take that to the opposite leg. Let's go for another 50. And the quote on this one is, if you see it as a vision and feel it in your heart, then it is meant for you. I've used this one before because I love it and it is so true. And in brackets, so what are you waiting for? So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, there is nothing stopping you going and getting it. Just put in 100% passion, motivation, dedication, and then it's yours for the taking. All right, that's good. So let's just keep that going. Last time of these day, a few more. Well done. So your next one, we're going to come back down into that extended plank. So with this one, we just do those hand raises. So we're taking the hand up to the shoulder. Remember, you can start whenever. If you start a little bit earlier, it just means you're doing slightly more than 10. So tummy stays tight. Draw that up. So you bring that hand up, and that's good. Well done. Keeping that going. That's good. So here we're strengthening through your upper body and working through your arms. And let's now come down onto your chosen position to do your press up or push up, however you like to say it. What you want to do is make sure your hands are slightly wider than shoulder width distance apart. You're aiming for 12, so take the legs down, sorry. I'm not very good with my anatomy. Your upper body down towards the ground and then push up back up. And the quote on this one is, say yes to every single challenge. So I've been challenged to do a talk for TEDx, which is the most amazing honour apparently. And it's so scary. I'm going to have to do it in front of so many people, but I've said yes to it because it's an amazing challenge. Right, we are now going to do a bonus move for week 4 on all the toning moves as well. This one, all I want you to do is lying face down on the ground. It's quite hard this. So only do a couple if you find them too much. Arms extended out in front. You're looking down the floor. Just slightly lift your upper body very slightly off the ground. So you're just doing 12 reps. This is working the arms, but we're also working through the top of the shoulders. But this you will also feel towards your lower back, the erector spinae muscles. So we're doing a lot through the back and the arms. Just keep that going. It's a tiny lift. Don't lift too high, and keep the lower body on the ground, and we're nearly done. Okay, well done. That's your workout complete. Okay, so I'm going to run through some stretches with you now. So if we come up to standing, if you do want to just grab some water there, you can just hit the pause button, and I'm literally now just going to go through some upper body stretches with you. So the first thing to do, take your arms behind you, and we're just going to lift up and out the chest. So we're just feeling that all through this area. That's good. Obviously we've worked that quite a lot today, especially with doing your press-ups or push-ups. That's it. And then let's do the reverse of that now, and this time you're just going to take your arms in front, separate through those shoulder blades. Imagine, as I always say, you're hugging like a big beach ball here. Get that nice kind of rounded shape, and just it's as if you're trying to separate your shoulder blades, feeling that all through the top of the upper back. That's good. And let's just finish off now doing those tricep stretches, and we'll just take that arm up. So aim to get your fingertips down in between your shoulder blades. Good, holding that there, and then let's now take that to the opposite arm. So again, you're just going to reach it up and then just bend it through the elbow with the opposite hand. Just ease that down for that stretch through the back of the upper arm. And this is the last one from January's challenge of your upper body toning ones, because then tomorrow we've got a HIIT one, then the next day we've got abs, then the next day HIIT, then the next one lower body, and then it's the final rest day. But don't you worry, I've got so many new exciting videos in store for you. This is just the beginning of your health and fitness journey for 2017. So well done. Let me know if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and also let me know what you think about if we did flash your floor or something like that, because I think it's so important. We've all got to start learning. No one's perfect, and if they're perfect, that's boring. It's flaws make us interesting. So just let me know your thoughts on that. But well done, and don't forget to come back tomorrow for another one of my HIIT workout.